Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's EAHamm and I offer writing tips as well as motivation for writers who are aspiring to be authors. Today I wanted to talk to you about a thing called writer's block. Now, writer's block is something that is not foreign to us writers. And those of you who have experienced it know how frustrating this can be. And it can be so frustrating that we often block ourselves and we can go on for days and weeks and even months, putting a particular project to the side. But if there is one thing I have learned is to follow these 5 steps that I am about to give you to help me in the process of breaking through the writer's block. Because if we have goals set to finish a particular project, whether it be a book or a novella or a poetry booklet, we do need to be able to break through the writer's block, especially if we have deadlines. The first thing I love to do is to read. Now, they say that all writers are readers, and that is so true. Reading helps our mind relax, it eases stress and anxiety, and it also gives us the tools we need to be better writers. So reading in the genre in which you are writing oftentimes will help you break through that. I'm not talking about plagiarism and copying the book. I'm just talking about reading. Let your mind relax from that writing process and sit there and read someone else's work. Number 2, listen to music. And when I say listen to music, I don't mean listen to heavy metal music when you're trying to write an emotional poem, or listening to birds chirping when you're trying to write a battle scene. You know what works for you, and you know the music or the type of sounds that you need, or even silence that you need to write. But oftentimes, music has a way of dislodging that block and helping us break through. And if we listen to the right soundtrack, then that can sometimes help us as well. For example, when I was working on my historical fiction book, the first draft, the one thing I had was the soundtrack for the movie Lincoln. On that soundtrack, there were many, many songs, basically the entire soundtrack, that helped me through these scenes and helped me get in the right mindset. And I found that complete silence was so loud, I just couldn't think. But as soon as the music was in those headphones, the words began to flow. Number 3, watch a movie of your genre. If you like to write thrillers, watch a thriller. I'm not saying copy the movie. I'm saying sit back, grab a blanket, your favorite drink, and decide to relax and watch some movies. There's nothing wrong with taking a whole afternoon or evening and binge watching your favorite show or movie. Because in that time, you are allowing yourself to not only relax, but to somehow break through the writer's block and get those creative juices flowing again. Number 4, go for a walk. Sometimes we have sat at our desk for way too long, or wherever we are writing, on the couch or at our favorite coffee shop. We have sat there for way too long. I am guilty of this, where I will sit and I will write so much that my brain begins to hurt. And the next thing you know, I know that the quality of what I am writing is slowly going downhill. Or like I said, hit this writer's block. But if I get up and I walk, and sometimes decide to put that writing away for the day and go for a good 10-15 minute walk or further, I begin to relax. It's good for anxiety, it's good for stress, and it's good to break open that writer's block. Number 5 is one of my favorites, is talk to a writing buddy. When I say talk to them, I'm not talking about the weather. I'm talking about saying, hey, can I run this by you? I'm having trouble with this scene. I know where I'm going, but there's like a block there and I don't know what to do. I have a couple writing buddies, and one of them loves to sit there and she will ask me questions where my story is going. What does this character do? How does this character react in this situation? Do you think such and such will happen? And before I know it, I am spinning a tale out to her and I am telling her where my story is going. And I have broken through that writer's block. So In this entire segment, I hope that you have picked up something that can help you. Like I said, there is no right or wrong way. That's one thing I want to reiterate in these videos, is that my way isn't the only way. You know yourself better than anyone else. But I encourage you to try some of these tips. See what happens. See if they help you get through your writer's block. If you have any questions that you would like for me to answer, go ahead and put them in the comments below. If there is a particular subject you would like me to cover in one of my upcoming videos, you can also put that in the comments below. I will link in this video my email, and if you feel more comfortable emailing me, that's quite okay too. You can follow me on Twitter at EAHamm with 2 M's. 03, or my Instagram at EA_Hamm, again with 2 M's. And like I said, you can always email me your questions, and I would be happy to make a video with my Coffee with Liz segments and answer them for you. Thank you for following me. If you like this content, go ahead and subscribe. And if you like this particular video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And we'll see you next time.